This is a very
Grand
comfortable
final game
lineup
ketiga,
that Liquid
Aurora
has secured for
lawan
themselves.
TLPH.
Aurora can play this just as aggressively, but after some time.
Yeah, let's see if Aurora can buy some time here in game number 3. Don't forget, it's already 2-0 for the Stampede and Cavalry. Throwing over to our casters to bring us the game.
Right now, this is about the most looking Season 16 draft we've seen on both sides. We're back to those YSS Hayabusa matchup. We've got marquee picks on both sides, but is this going to be enough for Aurora to finally get a point in the series? It's a best of 7 right now, facing 0-2 against Team Liquid Philippines.
Yeah, so when I first saw the 3 picks on the side of Aurora, I liked it. You cannot go wrong with those first 3 picks, no matter what you slot in for Blue 4 and Blue 5. Then you see the Selena. I am partial to the thought that this is very flippy if you're playing around a Selena like this, especially when you see the Gatakacha and the Farsa on the other side, the fact that you're playing up against a Lapu-Lapu. But then, it was paired up with an Alice. So, Aurora are now going to be playing a lot of dive, playing around that Granger and the YSS, but then you're up against a Hayabusa on the other side that now very coin flippy to see which team's actually going to take this.
What I'm looking for is Aurora's box control. Wolf has been speaking ad nauseum about boxes, and in game 1 and 2, that's been one of their major problems. Given we haven't really talked about it during the game, I'm pretty sure it was alluded to by our esteemed panel, Rockhart and Brigida, but that's what I'm looking for. They have high loss that should help, and I think that's key to them recovering and fixing that 2-0 problem.
The only box I feel like really that we talked about was when the Eve was picked up, and now a couple times, you know, it's either been picked up or it's been banned at this point. But, you know, when you look at Aurora and their chances to set up a box, it's kind of weird the way it's going to work, because anytime we see the Alice drafted in, we know that that's a big component to kind of zoning out the opposing team, and that's going to happen to TLPH. Oh, wow. Oheb and Dominkite, by the way, going through this. Sanford will have to burn the flicker, so he doesn't have that. But Carl TZ joins too. Turtle's up, though, so they're going to go and start this up. JP holding down the front. He gets Dominkite really low here.
Shin, Mount Shocker. They're going to try to pull a Hail Mary here. Sanky with the feathered airstrike, zoning out Aurora. JP very low, survives via the Revitalize. Gets got first blood on by Edward.
Oh, Edward, he goes down. Shadow kill going to be used. Carl picks up 1.
It's all Liquid, man.
Wow, I feel bad for Dominkite. That's like 3 games now where JP's just been man-marking him. JP fell, yes, and that was a great entry with the clean and the Throne of Ruin by Edward. But in the end, Liquid held on. JP got back in time to pop up the Revitalize and help Liquid stay strong up against the entry of the Alice.
Sanji forcing a flicker from you.
The reason why he keeps picking this up. I know. Hey, Dominkite has to burn the flicker too. A whole lot of resources being used up on some of these small little fights happening across the map.
2 ults for a flicker. 2 minutes versus what, 30 to 40 seconds.
Alongside JP, Sanji's been on point this whole series as well. Looking at the items, slight, no clear obvious lead, maybe between the 2 junglers. Getting a little bit bigger now, but we still are in the earlier portions of the game. JP and Sanji can link up again one more time to set things up for Carl TZ. Turtle 2 should be good for them. Aurora. Now I like their rotation. They're going for the Doming double, sending him to the mid lane. They have 3 bodies on him to help him out, get a little bit more farm. And now I like this acceptance by Aurora that they really have to start speeding up the farm for their Granger.
Yeah, I talk a lot too about Dominkite and how impressive he's been throughout Season 16 in general, but I feel like he's going to have to be the one to step up too. A lot of these objectives in the early game and then even later on in the Lords.
Oh my God.
He has to get the retributions off. He has to be able to get the secure in. But again, that's easier said than done, especially when you're zoned out by TLPH, who has solidified that strategy of fighting around that box, fighting around that zone. And who are they going to go for? Sanford, who's confident up to 1v2?
Answers back after receiving a face full of Mount Chakra to the face. No ult for Dominkite, so Liquid have all
udah ulti aja tuh Edward.
Sandbag into this turtle. That's 2 for 2 now for the cavalry.
Oheb.
He thought he was safe for the orange, but it was just but a bait. Glorious pathway by Light to get on out there, and Liquid have successfully invaded.
Wah, anjing,
40 gets him. The Apex Penuh strikes again with a flicker. Bravest fighter, Carl freaking Teasy.
This is the stampede that we've seen time and time again from Team Liquid.
Liquid, no. Liquid, feel it. You've seen the intensity that they've shown. Every winning moment that they have, they just know that they are way over. In Rora's heads,
Kenapa ulti dia?
they
Salah
don't
tekan
look like
mungkin ya.
Rora.
They're not playing their game. Not even the same game they played 2 days ago. This is a different team. Liquid
Gedean mungkin ya.
have put the fear of God into them.
Gedean.
What happened? Like, how did they, like, again, is it just the gauntlet, the
Mana
endurance
browsernya
test that Team Liquid Philippines has played from the play-ins, from day 2, 3, 4, all the way to now?
Yeah, they have the hotter hand. It seems like it's a learning experience again. One of the branding that we have for Team Liquid for this playoffs is the
Mungkin
revenge
ketekan lah ya,
story.
kita
Winning against
juga
teams
harus
that they
pikir
couldn't get a
positif
win
gitu ya.
over
Ketekan
in
bro.
series throughout season 16. And this would
anjir.
Demon Kite, not again.
Sanji coming in, feather dash strike. AOG, Demon Kite will
Wah, anjir gila langsung di all in gila.
kill to Sanji.
Iya tuh.
Call Teasy, want to take down.
Oh.
And he does.
Wah,
Roast Centaur,
gila
anybody,
bro.
2 free kills for Cavalry.
This is the Golden Stampede. They know. They've outwardly
Wah,
said they
3
don't
kah?
want to think
3-0
about
kah?
winning M7.
Oke,
They don't
thank
wanna
you
think
banget
about
ya,
that
ya.
just yet because there seems to be a curse. But it looks
Oh.
like they are
nih,
hell-bent
free
and
tackle
holding
lagi nih
on to
harusnya.
that. Everything perfect. JP helping serve up that kill to Sanji. The prediction of Sanji to put down the feathered airstrike
Tapi
to
towernya
the
udah
path of where Demon
rontok
Kite was
dua ya,
going out instead of
sama
trying
Domeng.
to go for Demon Kite correctly.
Ada
And the
kontes ya
timing
harusnya.
of Carl TZ to conserve the shadow out at the very last
kontes.
second.
There's just something about
Harusnya
it.
dipaksa
Third
kontes
turtle's
sih.
up, Sanford's
Dua
gonna jump
udah
in.
di-
He's zoning the mount, Carl gets the turtle.
3 for 3. Feather dash strike has already wreaked havoc. And the shadow kill go into the back. Light falls. No front
Ngetong,
line for
aduh.
Aurora.
No one
Cahyo.
goes down except
Oh, ini
for
Mas
Light.
Sayo nih.
Could have been way worse for Aurora.
Udah balik
But now
PH.
that's 3 for 3
Balik PH langsung
for
ke
the
M7
objectives
ya.
for Carl TZ.
The MVP of the season, the homecoming boy.
Oh,
Demon Kite, oh!
Oh, they get a flicker out too. Dominic trying to get some space. Again, fighting between the turrets here.
Yeah.
Yang
And that's what I was
7 nih
saying,
dua
when
nih.
you decide to pick up the Selena as the last pick. Yes,
Aurora
again,
TLPH.
one of the counters too fast.
Ini mudah-mudahan
aggressive
Aurora
rotations
nih
to get a
nggak
read in.
kayak
But then it's so
di
dependent on landing that
sebelumnya ya.
missile arrow that becomes a big
Sebelumnya
point
nggak
for
lolos
whether or
playoff,
not can
anjir.
actually win fights.
Parah
But
sih.
the coin hasn't been landing in favor of Aurora. That missile arrows have not been impactful
Ini
enough.
nggak kena.
Carl
Oh my god.
forced out the flick.
Gile Domeng.
Physical damage.
Yep.
What do you do as Aurora, especially since your economy has already been under attack?
Ini kalau 0-4, 4-0 MPLPH jadi Liga Tani TLPH.
But what is the follow through? Like by throwing out a trap, by leaving one in the random bush.
Bukan
does that
cuma
open
ini
the
aja
front
sih,
for Demon
bukan
Kite to
cuma
do his thing?
bukan
They
cuma
force out
MPL kayaknya.
wins by wins from Sanji.
MST juga kan.
Glorious pathway from Light, but there's
MST menang kemarin.
Shadow.
Ini M7
Shadow
kalau
kill
menang,
plus
bro.
an AOG.
Terakhir kali tuh TLPH tuh.
Forcing a revitalize from Light. Aurora's jungle is in shambles right now.
Oh, they jump in under the turret too. Carl teases around the orange. He's gonna go. Demon Kite could be in trouble.
Shadow kill!
Gila Kartuzi.
Down goes Demon Kite, Light
langsung
gonna be up
diolin tuh.
next. Oh, how about a killing spree? Liquid, match point.
Udah, 3-0
is within
sih ini.
fingers reach.
It's all falling
3-0
apart for
sih.
Aurora, all the way from the beginning and all the way up to now.
Liquid are relentless. And Aurora are
Gila
helpless.
kalau 4-0 ngeri
They
kali
can't
bos.
find anything. There's always something
Hah,
Liquid's throwing at
4
them.
biji.
Throw an arrow at
Throw an
JP.
arrow.
That looks so desperate, bro.
And JP just accepts it with a smile on his face.
Again, if you're Aurora here, you're sitting here thinking, how do we even get
Aurora
a win
back
in
to
our
runner
favor
up.
when everyone on the
Hey,
team
tapi
can't even get
Aurora
close
nih-
enough? They've always been just reacting to what Team Liquid
Seperti
Philippines
tim
has
Oren
afforded them.
di
That's
tim
the
ini ya.
difficult part, and that's been the story from
Tim
game 1 to
Indonesia.
now, game 3.
I have to
Runner
take
up.
the moment to show my appreciation for
nih.
Coach RC and Coach Tic Tac, what they have done to Liquid. I wonder if one day we could be privy to the preparation, that the strategies that they had heading into this, because this is just perfect. They are decimating Rora.
Sanford's going to jump in. He wants to go for Edward. He will get the flicker out. An AOG used.
This is all just to buy time. Carl was just working on the Lord. This is free for Liquid.
Tapi ini GG
Everything
kali
has
sih.
been free this game for Liquid. Again,
Tapi Aurora yang ini loh. Aurora lewat jalur nih, jalur atas ada upper bracket. Sedangkan si Liquid nih lewat lower bracket karena diturunin Aurora. Oh. Wah.
Oh, they don't have any minions here. They could be trapped and they have to get out. Oheb's gonna force a fight.
Oheb, yang mati Oheb. Ay, mati pula. Zero dead dong Oheb.
Messy and greedy there for Oheb, but Liquid, they are still in the lead. But they cannot afford a lot of that. They still have a Lord crashing in though. Edward's Throne of Ruin earlier, only for, wait, Abyssal Arrow lands?
Feather there strike the answer with Sanji, allowing the Lord to get a few more free hits in. Aurora gonna stop Liquid from coming in.
Ooh, it's like you said, right?
Tong Ohebnya bro. Kalau Aurora remontada ngeri kali.
TLPH has the lead. They like to play a little risky towards the base to at least continue
Match
to put the
sebelumnya
limit
14k ya,
on
14k
Roar, and that's
gold
what they've been
difference.
doing. So
GG
they
kali
get
sih.
some of the holy shields down to work with. They still maintain a
Kayaknya
big
TLPH
healthy
lawan
lead,
Aurora sih
7,000 up.
pas playoff
And
ya.
the items are all coming into
Wah
place.
gila,
Almost
14.000
2,000 gold lead
dibalikin.
there for Carl TC's Hayabusa. 1,000.
Gigi kali
That's
sih.
the saving grace right now for Aurora. The
Big
fact
comeback
that
kali tuh.
Dominkite has been getting farm. He hasn't died yet. Already up to a Malefic Roar. He has his core 3 items. But the problem is every other member of Aurora is who's struggling. You barely has items in. And even though you don't need that much items, you just land that Abyssal Arrow. It would be great to have a little bit more follow-up, which Aurora does not have enough of at this point.
You know what else Aurora doesn't have enough of? Time. They need so much farm on Demon Kite. Sure, that is what?
Alis
Just a
nih
couple of thousand, but Demon
enak
Kite
sih
isn't even firing
sebenarnya.
off on all cylinders. Like, what
Tapi
are you
kalau
even doing to
musuhnya
get
kebanyakan
a 3
burst
second
juga
stun?
nggak nahan damage banyak sih.
I don't know what it is, man, but over the course of history, when we talk about the rivalries, Demon Kite and Carl
Tapi
TZ, it just seems like
kalau
Demon
buat
Kite
momentum,
face
Alis nih enak
that
kali.
demon, man. I think it's his
Ulti,
own inner demon
flicker
that he faces when
ulti
it's
dulu ya.
Carl TZ across from
Ulti
him.
skill 1,
The demon's
jepret.
demon.
Apalagi dapat banyak.
Is who Carl
Tim-timnya
TZ
juga
is
follow
to
up, tim
Demon
kalian
Kite.
follow up.
An echo of the past for
Hilang
Light
3
as
atau
well.
hilang
They
4
said
tuh.
it. They just can't seem to take down these members. They took them down, but now they meet them again. Look at JP.
Oh, he's going to charge up, forcing Demon Kite again. This is
JP
what
ini
JP
juga
has been
dulu
doing
lumayan
all
bagus nih.
series long. You have to give it up to him on being able to go ahead and lead that
Yang
charge.
comeback Auroranya.
Oh, dropping down his Almond
Kayaknya
Force.
TLPH
Third
sih.
of Demon Kite's health.
TLPH atau Aurora ya?
Just one shot.
Lupa
Take
juga.
his purple. He does get it.
Pas di upper bracket.
Secures that, but is this what you want to do? Because again, the Lord is coming up here now. You don't have that much space to work with. Real quick, this is the Infinix GT30 Pro. You can experience
Itu
victory
cuma
from
main
every
2 jari
front
aja
line.
udah
You look at
ini loh.
JP, as I was
Udah
saying,
juara
this man has
MSC.
been doing work.
Yeah.
He's a
Itu
dad.
tinggal di
Oh, we really have to start
biasa
floating
ya,
the idea that that
di
man is going to be the
negara
finals
kita
MVP
nih
by the
harus
end
wajib
of the
3
day.
jari,
Liquid
4
can
jari.
seal it. Free Lord. Again, Rora still cannot find an answer. They cannot crack the Team Liquid code.
At this point,
I'm
don't know, man.
scrambling in my head. At this point, it's miracles again. It's an abyssal arrow layering
Lupa
somehow.
yang comeback siapa.
Oheb getting
Tapi
punished,
14.000
but then
tuh,
if
wah
Oheb goes
gila
down,
guys.
you still have to think
Gak
about
beda
the
jauh kali sih.
Hayabusa's entry with the shadow kill. You still have to think about the damage you're going to be receiving from feathered airstrikes. And at this point, the fact that there's already an oracle, even just the belt, even though that's not a full build item just yet on the Queen's Wings for Sanford, that's okay. Because he can still fight long
3-0 kah? 3-0
engagements.
kah? 3-0,
And it goes back to what you said, Leo. Rora do not have the time.
Wings by Sanji. He knows that this is a big ticket rotation. Pop it that.
Dapat banyak gila. Wah, gila dapat banyak tuh. Nah, kayak gitulah enak kali sih ya. Membuat momentum sih. Dapat banyak tuh.
so far a lot kind of thrown out there. They still got to deal with this Lord as it charges into the bottom base turret. There's an AOG.
Trace this out by Demon Kite. Shadow kill by Carl taking out Edward. Feathered airstrike.
Oh, Light's in trouble as he falls too. TL goes in.
Salmon Force underneath this base. Liquid can smell it. The cavalry stamping through. They are at
guys, 3-0. 3-0. Game lagi nih bro. Ini si Cayo ini hero powernya Gatot deh. Uma. One more win bro. One more win.
One more win. The series has been damn near perfect for Team Liquid Philippines. Roller is going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure something out. Let's throw it over the panel to break down our game 3.
One more win. Gila. 4-0 wah gila kali guys sumpah.
We've seen them all